there folks, and I hope you're all keeping well. We're up in Dartmoor for a few days. We've just arrived in the little village of Belstone, which is about a mile down the track there. I'm going to stay there in the van tonight, and then tomorrow we're going to pack the rucksack and we're going to go over some of these tours here in a big circle and back to the village. Looking forward to it. Haven't been up in Dartmoor for many's a fine while. Nice and peaceful here. And there's Kai. I think he's just about to roll in something. Dear of him. Well, every so often you got to treat yourself, don't you folks? A few nice crumpets from Lidl's, toasting up a treat on the open fire. And why not? Well, good morning folks, we're living it up this morning. A nice fry up there, bacon, egg and sausage. A nice bit of toast done on the burner. And Kai's got a bit of bacon as well, haven't you mate? And we're going to get ready and head off on our walkies over the tours in a minute. And it's looking like a fine morning up here in Dartmoor. Right, back to the spreaky. What a nice bit of morning sun shining down on Magpie this morning. And we're all packed and ready to go on our wander. Heading up to the village and onto the high tors. Not a bad little car park this, nice and quiet. Right. Well, that's looking over the little pub there called the Tors, and the church is behind it. St Mary's Church. We'll go and have a look in there on the way back later on this afternoon. And the old telegraph office there. Well, there's fine views this morning, folks. That's looking over towards Yes Tor and High Will Hayes, the highest point in the whole of southern England there, covered in cloud and mist this morning. And I love these colours you get, that straw colour. Beautiful. We're up at the first tour today, Belstone Common Tour. And that's looking down at the village where the van's parked. And Cosdon Hill, we hope to get over that later on this afternoon and round all these tours. Cracking. Alright, Kai. Beautiful views. Well, last year for Christmas I got one of these little water filters. I'm going to try it out right now for the first time. Up here in Dartmoor in this lovely fresh stream behind me. Irishman's Wall. We just arrived here at Oakey Tor, and that's looking over towards Steeperton Tor. That's where we're going to stop for a little brie up in a little while. About 5.5 kilometres in so far. Nice and fresh this morning, a bit windy, but all good. Just sitting here enjoying these views for a few minutes on Oakey Tor. It's a fine morning here, up in the wilds of Dartmoor in Devon. We just arrived at Steeperton Gorge at the foot of Steeperton Tor. Got to try and cross this over, but I've got a feeling we're going to have wet feet and paws, Kai. Bit of mist and fog rolling down the valley there. Right, so let's try and get across the gorge. Too wet, bit slippy, but we're over okay. And we're just going to go up the valley here and head up to the top of the Tor. Ready, Kai? Come on. Well, the mist is creeping in and we've just arrived on our 4th Tor of the day, Steeperton Tor. And a fine Tor it is as well. And we're just going to find a little sheltered spot here out the wind and get the kettle on. That's the Belstone ridge which you come along this morning, Oak Tor, and then down up the Steeperton Tor here, and then we're going to head over to Hound Tor, Whitemore Stone Circle, and over Cosdon Hill, and back down to Belstone that way. We just a nice brew, didn't we, Kai? And we're all fresh and ready to go again. We just come down from Hound Tor to the beautiful Whitemore Stone Circle, the 2nd stone circle of the day. And I love these, always nice and peaceful. Beautiful. Crib time on top of Cosdon Beacon. Looking back over the tors we've just come over, and we're just going to sit here. Kai's got his crib and I've got mine. And we're going to head back down the slopes of the hill back to the van at Belstone. Taking in the views, and look at those blue skies. I'm just heading down the slopes of Cosdon Hill, down to the valley, the River Taw Valley, back to Belstone. Now you can just see it, the little village, and there's the tors we went over this morning, Belstone Tor, Higher Tor, and there's the Irishman's Wall coming down. And we're just going to take our time and head back to the van and get that kettle on. Been a grand walk so far. I think by the time we get back to the van, it'll be about 11 miles. So we'll be ready for a chill out tonight. Why won't we? Bless him. He's done well with them little legs. The little church here in Belstone, the Church of St Mary's, and it's open. As you know, folks, I love to find these little churches where we're on our travels, me and Kai. Always nice and peaceful, and blessed we are to find them. Beautiful. Right, we'll just sign a little book here and we'll get back to the van and get the kettle on, have a cup of tea. Well, there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed those few days on the road with me and Kai up here on glorious Dartmoor in the county of Devon. And we had some grand weather and done a few great walks as well. And we'll be back soon with some more for you. But until then, keep smiling and get yourselves out there. So long, my friends, until the next time. And Kushti Rai from Dartmoor in Devon. So long.